Eternal bliss. I am of the nature of Satchit Ananda. I am of the nature of consciousness. I am of the nature of truth. Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva Om. Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva Om. Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva Om. Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva I am of the nature that transcends all time. I am of the nature that transcends all space. I am of the nature that transcends everything. I am of the nature of truth. Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva Om. Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva Om. Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva Om. Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva I am of the nature that has no name. I am of the nature that has no form. I am of the nature that has no belief. I am of the nature of truth. Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva Om. Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva Om. Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva Om. Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva I am of the nature that is all pervasive. I the nature that is Brahman alone. I am of the nature that is pure awareness. I am of the nature of truth. Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva Om. Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva Om. Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva Om. Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva I am of the nature of truth. I am of the nature of truth. I am of the nature of truth. May I pick a rose from your garden and plant it in my heart, so I can abide in this fragrance of yours, even when we are apart. You asked us to take the name of Shiva and plunge within, oh, to swim in this ocean of love. How blessed we are. May I pick a rose from your garden and plant it in my heart, so I can abide in this fragrance of yours, even when we are apart. We can no longer hide this inner light. It's shining oh so bright. The only thing burning in my chest is the rest forever. May I pick a rose from your garden and plant it in my heart, so I can abide in this fragrance of yours, even when we are apart. So may I pick a rose from your garden and plant it in my heart, so that a full garden can grow here. We will never be apart.
Satsang, you're more than just born.
Namaste everyone. Very warm welcome to Satsang today. Sadhguru Shri Mujiji ki Jai. Thank you all so much for joining in. Also all of you online, thank you so much for joining in. Thank you. Very good. You seem like you were shaping up to ask something. It just went. It's coming. Is the audio okay for you? I kept it in front today. It's better? I was saying the other day that sometimes I see you and I see that so much effort to get something, I'm not getting it. Oh, I got it. Then lost it. It's not about getting anything because you are that. And no person can ever get it. And if consciousness has to free itself from this delusion, then it is consciousness's problem. The delusion couldn't have happened without the will of God. And the freedom from the delusion will also happen with the will of God. Because all that is appearing phenomenally is God. When you invent the I, it must do something, that is when the trouble comes. That's why I often say that don't take it personally what I say in Satsang. Just monologue that consciousness is having. But if you take it as a practice, if you take it like something to do, then sometimes I also have to play that way and say, okay, you do this. Much easier if you say, forget it. But not just say, forget it to what happened, what is said in Satsang. Forget it to everything. Very conveniently, we can say, forget it. Everything else we take seriously.
I want to bring this on up that I see all throughout the day. And it's God, and it's very momentary, but I see it all throughout the day. This one, things I got it.
Oh, the one who thinks it. What is it saying?
Yeah, I can't hold on to what it's saying, but it's very subtle, but I can see sense of arrogance. It's God, very
Does it
much.
also see the ones who don't get it? Let's be honest.
I don't know.
So she says that I can see that there is this one who is now saying, I got it. So I said, does it also say that you got it, but these ones, they still haven't got it?
I haven't noticed that yet. I'm very obviously noticing the one that feels she got it. But it's very momentary, but it comes all throughout the day. So it comes very frequently. I catch it, and then it comes again. I just thought it.
Yeah.
So funny. But I can see sometimes the arrogance that comes with it. Like in the words also.
Let's hear.
No.
For example, what would you say?
I can't remember anything, to be honest. I think in a conversation with someone, it's very subtle, but I can make out that this is coming out of arrogance. But I don't know if you can.
It's very good that you can see it. If you see it, then you know it is not you. Because what it creates, if it is truly strong spiritual ego, you will not have the distance from it to see that, okay, this is how it's playing. So even if I were to come and tell you that you are being arrogant, you will say, no, who are you to tell me you are being arrogant? That's when it has you in its grip. That's when you know it has you in its grip, because whatever I will say also will seem like an attack. Something which is questioning your concept of the enlightened person now. So if I tell all of you, no, none of you have it. The one that feels attacked, the feeling, the sense that feels attacked by this statement, that is the spiritual ego. All your satsang has been complete waste. Nothing you have got. See,
Feel a very subtle pinch.
yes, this is the one, this is the one. But you can spot it. Because for ego, it's all about time. I invested so much time in this, and after 2 years, now Ananta is saying you haven't got anything. But I hear my words, and they are much more beautiful than everyone else. So how can he say? This game can be played for a long time. If you get stuck in this game, it can be played for long. For a very long time, I was playing this game when I was in the art of living. And many times I used to say that whatever, I used to just be parroting what the Guru used to say. I used to feel that I got it because these words are appearing from here. It was grace, it was like that, slapped it out of me. I'm so grateful for that. And what happened many times is that we're still hearing the interpreter's version of what I'm saying in satsang. For many of us, it still happens that I'm saying ABC and you're still hearing XYZ because the interpreter is interpreting it in its own way, for its own convenience. So many times they will come and say that, oh, you told me this. And if you were to play back the recording, it might not have been that. So we're still hearing our version because we're trying to understand something. Now I got it. But the trouble has been because of this constant getting it. Going from one story to another to another. Now I must accomplish this. And you get it, or you don't get it. So you have the story of the accomplished one or the frustrated one. Then you change your story. So you keep switching between relationship, money, other new relationships, body health. Keep just switching story, keep switching from these attributes, and you feel okay, we are getting somewhere, we're getting something. So get that there is nothing to get. When you get that there is nothing to get, You let go of this, trying to get what they didn't get it. Then tell me what is already here. If you tell me what is already here, I will tell you that it is the same. Because I am the same as what you are. There can be no difference. Like we were saying in Satsang the other day that I'm saying you're not in a prison. You're believing you're in a prison. So what can I say? Just check and show me the prison. You say, yeah, when you're there, then I don't see the prison. But actually, I know, no, I know, I believe I'm in the prison. But no one so far has been able to show me the prison where they are bound. So if you were never bound, do you have to get freedom? Then we can throw away all our thermometers and also our visual thermometers. Yes, see this one, he's fully awake. I see that one, he's half awake, half awake. I see this one, he's just waking up. All this, because it's our own self-doubt which is coming in. Once you see it is not possible for you to be half-baked, then how will you ever believe that it is possible for another to be half-baked? It makes no difference also. If somebody is completely pretending to be a person, how does it matter? If they are not suffering, if they are not coming to you for advice, how does it matter?
There isn't any way to transcend the duality without accepting.
There isn't any way to transcend the duality without accepting it. How will you accept it? Give an instance of what you mean by accepting it.
I mean by accepting it is that I have started the search or the seeking because I realized the problems of this duality, the opposing forces of nature, and I also realized the cycle of the dream-like appearance of this duality. So this urge to transcend the duality came. Then I started the inquiry by going through the teachings of sages and the great ones. And through the inquiry, I realized that I do not know who am I. Okay. And after that realization, again I came to the realization that I do not know anything at all.
Yeah.
Okay. But then everyone started saying to me that you have to accept the presence. You have to accept now. That I cannot accept. Because the starting point for me was to transcend the duality. Now you are saying you accept the duality as it is. That can't happen.
So, this one who started the search, is it still there? The one who started the search, you say I started because there was suffering, there was duality, I felt something. You see? So I started the inquiry.
I don't feel that suffering. The search is started from this local point because I see every movement is perpetuated by a series of many other movements and feelings. So I can't say that any specific action is done by me.
Yeah.
I see this instrument as an instrument to play this role.
Yeah,
Play this
yeah,
game.
yeah.
So I can't say
Yeah.
that the seeking was started by me.
Yeah.
But I say that something started it, and the starting motivation was this, and now everyone is saying to accept it, to leave that.
Yes, but you see a little bit of dichotomy there. You say, I see no personally, nothing personally now. You see, it was impersonal, the body's actions were happening. You see? And now I can't accept what you say or what anyone is saying. So who is this one? Is it the impersonal one or the personal one?
Actually, this realization that nothing is done by me is not an expression realization. It is just an individual realization that I see clearly that
Okay, let's start from here. This is good. You say that I am not the doer is not a real realization, it's just a mental understanding.
Yeah, for example, I am moving my
Got
hand
it,
right
got
now.
it. So this one, saying that I don't yet realize whether I'm the doer or not. Can you look for this one? What do you find?
What do you expect me to find?
No, no, that is not important. What do you actually find? There is an I which was speaking that I have understood this mentally because logically it makes sense. You see, but it's not my living experience. So this I who reported this, let's find this one.
You are saying that right now if I am moving my hand, then who is moving his hand?
I understood that. I understood also that you have mentally understood that there is no doer.
Learn this.
So now I'm saying that the one who is reporting that it's only my mental understanding, it is not my living experience. Who is this one?
Actually, I am not saying that there is no doer. I am saying that the doing is also part of it.
Very good. It's part of the play. So if it's part of the play, is it part of your play?
I do not know.
What do you mean part of the play?
I mean part of the play because every incident is affected by thousands and hundreds of other
Yes.
incidents. For example, my coming to you is because of the result of many other millions of incidents.
Yes.
So I can't say that it is my effort or my action that I am coming to you.
Yes, yes, very good. So let's stay with this. You say butterfly effect, all this
Yes.
happening, and I'm here. I cannot say it is because of my effort. So all I've been asking from the beginning of this conversation is this me who's saying my effort, who is this one? Is it body?
Actually, I am confused with the difference between thought and will.
Thought and
Will.
will.
Yes. Will.
Will. Yes, yes.
Because
This is exactly what we are speaking
in
of.
some moments I see that, for example, when I am walking, then I see that the fruits are doing the walking by
Yeah.
itself. I'm not thinking that I'm doing the right or the left. And I also know that this thought can also means I can't realize the difference between thought and will.
So when it comes to the question of will, it is something I grappled with for many years. And the simplest way for you to understand is to look at the perspective whose will it could be. Huh? Making sense so far? So what are the options? Whose will could it be?
The will of life.
Will of life, consciousness, God. Let's put that into one bucket. Will of consciousness is one bucket. The will of person is one bucket. We're just discussing the options. Don't run further from where we are. Okay? Will of person is one option. Will of God is second option. Will of the absolute awareness, in which even consciousness takes birth, is the third option. Any other options?
I do not know those things because those are just the mental images that I have given to the spiritual conditionings. I only know that there is something deeper, far deeper than the thought, from where the will arises, and that cultivates the action. And I can't relate the relation between thoughts and will, but I know that there is a relation because thoughts also leads to the continuation of some action. But
So, do you just want to understand this relationship between thoughts and will right now?
no,
Or do you want to get to the root of it?
because what?
The root of what you're here for? You must be clear. You say, okay, this is just intellectual understanding. And then I'm saying, okay, let's look so that we can figure out whether it's really just intellectual understanding or whether it's a living experience. And then an intellectual question comes like, I don't get the difference between thought and will.
Okay, all right. If you say that we are getting diverted from the question, then I come back to the initial question. from which I started, that my search is to transcend the truth. Is to transcend the duality? Is there a way? Is there a path that I can transcend the duality for accepting?
You want the most direct path, correct? Sure about that. Okay. So you say that my search is this. So all I asked you was, can you bring this my in front? Who is this me? Without getting distracted, without getting diverted, for 2 minutes, can you look at this question?
I believe 1 or 2 minutes.
No, now. Forget about the past. Now, can we look together? Can you tell me what you report?
Do you want me to do the interview now?
Yes. You say that it feels like this is my search and my search was for this purpose or that purpose. I'm saying, okay, leave the purpose aside for some time. Who is the me? Mine. Now,
There is no desire to find the self, to find the truth, to find who am I right now. I see the desire to know oneself is also bondage, cause of bondage, cause of misery.
so you would rather go about life not inquiring into the nature of who am I, but presuming that this is what I want or my purpose
Yes.
is this.
But inquiring to the nature of who am I requires living into the promise that if I find out myself, then I will get rid of all these things.
It does not require any belief on anything at all.
Then why would I inquire? Without the belief that if I realize the truth, then I will transcend the duality.
Because you are tired of trying everything else.
I have tried. I am also tired of inquiry also. I have tried inquiry a lot of times, a lot of.
So if you've tried inquiry a lot of times and it doesn't work for you, do you have the openness to try it once with me or not? So let's start here then.
Come.
It's okay. So let's keep it interactive. You don't have to walk alone, we're doing it together. So now you see this external world appearances. There's a seeing of that. So let's call them the external objects. Simple. Now if the senses are closed, then they're also internal objects. So thought is coming and going, you'll see some energy, you'll see some imagination, some memory. All these can be called them internal objects. So there is a seeing of the external objects, there is a seeing of the internal objects. Where are you in relation to this seeing?
Can't find the location.
No, no, look. Earlier you did with some this thing. There's a seeing of the external object, there's a seeing of the internal object. Where are you in relation to the seeing itself?
He is in impermanence. I will not identify, then you won't get any response.
Very good. Not interested in this one.
I can't always sit like this. What about the body? That's normal.
Even this, it is coming up saying all this, you witness it or not? Are you moving along with it?
Only when I'm interested.
No, but even if the appearance is moving, full attention, belief, everything is there. Are you moving along with your attention and belief? So,
Are not these movements and hindrance for you?
Are not these movements
Hindrance for you?
hindrance? You tell me. Exactly which movement is hindering you? Tell me.
Me and mine.
Uh, Me in mind what? Is appearance and something gives it belief that this is me or mine. Uh, Notice you have to look away to think. You look like that, then he looks away. Or you want to look away.
But if I will not identify, then I won't be able to speak anything. I will become forever.
Speaking is not important. Who told you speaking is important?
All the actions that is performed through this vessel.
Breathing is happening? It's enough. Searching, something should come. Right.
Not identifying, I won't be able to speak.
Yes, it's not a bad thing.
What about the world and this form?
The one who is breathing will take care of your bills also.
Again the same route. Again the same route. You say that the one who is taking care of the breathing will also take care of this life, of this form.
That's the loop.
The root is that I am following your instructions because I want to transcend the duality, transcend the form reality.
The form identity,
Form reality.
form reality.
I see and I believe that way. As long as there will be names and forms, there will be suffering.
The names and forms now. There is suffering. The identification is the cause of suffering, not names and forms.
If the formless is ever perfect, what is the use of this form?
The formless is perfect, and it was bored, so it wanted to entertain itself with form.
And in its entertainment, a lot of people are suffering.
Who is suffering? Is it not the formless one who is doing all of this play? Not understand this with the mind. Because you invented people now somewhere. Because it was all just form and formless. Until there it makes sense. Now suddenly these people have come. Who are they? There is no person, just a mental concept. Are you aware now? Are you aware now?
After using mind, how can I reply to this? Since I see the questions and the answers.
This is using the mind. Using the mind is to say, without using the mind, how can I reply? That is using the mind. I just asked a question. I am not concerned whether the answer is coming or not.
So you again guided me to remain in this state of surrenderance forever.
No, I just said, are you aware now? Never use the word surrender.
It is surrenderance.
How do you know?
Because because I have been guided through the strands
So
of
the question only is, are you aware now? It doesn't need any other concept to be introduced.
to answer that question, I must first know who am I.
No?
Because you say, are you aware now? You say that I am aware of now. I must know what I am, isn't it?
It's like, can you stop being now? Turn it off for a minute. It's okay. It's, you cannot stop being. No? So did I ask who is it, who is being, who is turning it off? Nothing. You can see I cannot turn off this being. Same way I'm asking, are you aware now?
I do not know what I am.
I didn't ask who you are. I just asked whether the same way can you stop being? Same way I asked, are you aware now? The mind will resist this question. That's why I didn't introduce it before asking. Are you breathing now? Yes. But can you stop being now? Maybe when the question came, are you aware now? First I must find out who I am. Right?
Yes, because to be aware, there must be someone.
For breathing, no. For being, no. Why only for aware?
For breathing, it is like a heartbeat. It happens by itself. In the same way, breathing is happening by itself.
Same way, being is also happening by itself.
Not always.
So now I'm saying, never use the word.
Yes, in the
Now.
waking state, being it is
Yes.
doing its work
Yes.
in the background.
Yes. So now it is. Are you keeping it up?
No, it is itself.
Who's aware of it?
Who is aware of it?
You said yes, yes, I can see. It's here. It's a waking state. Huh? So you are aware of it or not? This word aware has a connotation for it. That's why it's
How can I say that whether I am aware of anything without knowing who I am?
okay. Are you seeing being is here or not? Forget about aware.
It is in the background always, in the waking
You
state.
can see that now. I said, can you stop being? You said no. Why? You said no.
It is.
Okay. You're seeing it.
But I also see the world.
That's exactly. So being is another appearance. Is the one who sees being and sees the world, is that also appearance?
I didn't get it. Basically.
Say, I see being is here the same way as I see the world. So I said, okay, let's bundle both of them and say it's part of the appearance.
No, beingness is not concerned with any of this.
I didn't say it's concerned. I said it's part of the appearance. Appearance means it's something which is appearing. You yourself said waking state is there, being is there, sleep state is there, being is not there. So it is appearing, disappearing, appearing, disappearing. Using appearance, world, being, all this is there. You can call it appearance. The one who is witnessing this appearance, is that also an appearance?
What do you mean by the one who is witnessing the appearance?
So I'm asking. You are saying that I see that waking state is there, presence is here. Waking state is there, world is there. So the one who sees that presence is here, that the world is here, is that also an appearance?
I do not know.
Can you stop witnessing? Just stop witnessing. You can all relax for some time.
Is it possible?
No? But you must see what you saw. The appearance can keep changing. Like you said, sometimes presence here, sometimes presence also not here. Sometimes world here, sometimes world also not here. Because there's witnessing also coming in world.
In deep sleep, it is not there. In unconscious state,
Then how would you know there's something called deep sleep?
because of the continuation of memory.
Continuation of memory. So when you have
There
a
was
dream,
memory before sleep, and there was memory
yes.
after
So when you
sleep.
go to a dream state, there's a person there, body, mind, everything is there. Does he have memory or no?
Actually, that is a whole different mechanism. The mechanism of a dream.
What is the mechanism of a dream? What is it different from this?
Means same when I identify with the dream body, I take the dream world to be the real.
But that dream body is born with amnesia every time?
What
Does it
way?
have memory? It's born with amnesia every time?
No, I was not talking about dream. I was talking about sleep.
Yes, you said that. Here, what he said.
He's aware of sleep because he went to sleep.
Memory continuum, he said. No, memory.
There was memory before sleep.
Memory before
and there
sleep
was
and
memory
memory
after
after
sleep.
sleep. So you go to dream state, and the dream starts. Is it that you're saying, oh, where am I? Who are these people? It seems like it's continuous, no?
In dream, I do not know that it is a dream. When I wake up, then I realize that I was dreaming.
Yes, but we're talking about memory continuum.
Yes.
What it means that I have a past, and I know what my past is. So even when the dream starts, so suppose you landed in a different place and you have family.
In the dream, I am not aware of that because the awareness is very low in the dream. But when I wakes up, then I realize that at 8 o'clock I slept and at 5 a.m.
Yes, but don't. What happens is you jump to the next topic very quickly. Right now we're talking about memory. Yes. So in the dream character, that dream character also is familiar with all the people that are around. Suppose you had a dream and you were in Portugal, you were sitting in Monte Sahaja, you're sitting in Guruji's feet. You would know which flight you took, how you got there. You don't say, oh, how did I get here?
I don't see the point.
Yeah, this point is memory. That you, in the dream character is also aware, oh, I took this flight and I came here, I'm sitting here because I took a bus to Monte Sahaja and I'm sitting in the Satsang. So the memory continuum, the dream has just started, but yet there seems like it's a memory continuum. So you said that I know that this is not dream because there's memory of yesterday. Dream character also will tell you memories of yesterday.
I think the point that I made was different. You said that can you stop doing this? And can you stop awareness? And I said that there are some states in which I am not aware of, in which I am not
There's
aware.
no awareness also.
Yes, there is no awareness also.
So just look at it and say, okay, now you went to sleep. I was boring you to death, so you went to sleep. And then you woke up after that. And you say, oh, I'm so sorry, I went to sleep. Did you say that? How you know you went to sleep?
Because I will have memory before the sleep. And
so it's not time lapse, no? Then I would have told you, oh, you went to sleep. But you yourself are saying, I went to sleep. How do you know you went to sleep? Because you were aware of sleep state also.
No, the gap can be filled by mind or the intellect reasoning. That these are the gaps, so I must be dreaming this time.
But suppose there was no gap, no dream, nothing. You went to sleep for 1 minute and you woke up. Would you say, I'm sorry, I went to sleep? Or you would not know that I went to sleep?
Because
you would know. Yes. So who was aware that you went to sleep? No dream, no gap, nothing. Only sleep state came and sleep state went. You would say, I went to sleep and I woke up. It
is the awareness in the waking state that would know this, but not in the dream.
How awareness in waking state would know what happened?
Because of the continuation of memory, it analyzes the situation.
There's nothing to memorize in the sleep state. You yourself said there's no phenomena. Yes, there's no phenomena. Is there phenomena in sleep state?
In deep sleep, in complete unconsciousness.
Yes, deep sleep. So there's no phenomena in deep sleep. So memory can only store phenomena. Yes. So you say that there's memorizing happening now because this interaction is happening, this phenomena they've seen. There's sleep, no phenomena, nothing to memorize. And I woke up. Then it should be just like time lapse. No, I would know that you went to sleep. You would not know. How do you know that there is a state called sleep state? You would say there's waking state, dream state, and waking state.
I don't see it as that complex. I simply see that before I went to deep sleep, there was the me and my story person. Okay. Then I went to sleep. I was completely unconscious during the sleep. No memory, no world, no me. When I woke
Yes,
up,
but I was still there. No? You say I was unconscious.
no,
That means
no,
no memory, no nothing, no phenomena. But you were there because you woke up and said, "Oh, I went to sleep."
no, I was not observed. Because when I woke up, then I realized what is the
Realize
situation.
how? So you go to sleep now.
Using this mind.
You go to sleep now. Suppose I keep the same face, everything is the same, those people are not moving, no other movement happens. Are you saying that when you wake up, you will not realize you went to sleep?
I saw the clock.
No, clock, suppose no clock. No fan, no clock, nothing is moving. It's the same. Are you saying you will not realize you went to sleep?
Of course I will.
You will. How? You're saying we rely only on the evidence of what is moving in the
Yes,
external
yes,
world.
yes.
I'm saying if suppose it stayed the same and you went to sleep here 5 minutes, would you not know you went to sleep?
Yes.
You would know. See, but there is no one to report when you're in the sleep state. What you are talking about is the reporting. When I wake up, then I'm able to
But
report.
this analysis that I was sleeping is also through the mind,
How
isn't it?
through the mind? What do you mean by mind? It's not through the mind. Mind is just a bundle of thoughts. There are no thoughts in sleep state. See, so this was the pure seeing. But there is yet
Only
no
I
mind.
wanted to say that there are certain
Forget
states
about
in
what
which
you wanted to say. This you can see now or no? Because this is a good discovery.
no, I am not getting the point.
The point is that you say that in sleep state there is no awareness, therefore I am also not there.
Yes, nothing is there.
And yet you are aware I went to sleep.
When I wake up in the waking state,
You are reporting. You're not sleeping after waking up. You are just reporting that I went to sleep.
when I woke up, I saw the evidences. Then I realized that I was
Suppose
sleeping.
that's what we said. Suppose there's nothing changed. I have the same position, everybody is in the same position, the clock is not here, nothing is moving. Yet you will not know I went to sleep.
Even though there
A
won't
child,
be,
a child who doesn't know how to see the clock also says I went to sleep.
even though there won't be any external evidences, there will be internal evidence. There must be.
Right. Right.
Like the internal evidence.
Like what? Daily, everything is direct. And I'm open. You can correct me. There's no awareness. If you correct me, I will say. I will stop saying there's awareness in deep. No, serious. I'm completely open. You show me what internal.
Right.
Yeah.
Your 8 hours of sleep, your 8 hours of sleep, you will tell that you had some dream.
Yeah.
But there were periods when you did not have any dream also. You are aware of both these conditions, you are highly subjective. I wouldn't know what you went through.
Yes. I realized that in that state of complete uncognition, uh, there is no perception of how long I was sleeping. Means I will see that right before I was sleeping.
Yes.
Means just before I was sleeping, like there is no cognition of time also.
There cannot be time because time is a
And-
function of being.
Yes.
Being is not there. There is no time and space.
And there was lack of cognition.
And also you see that in the seeming one night, you had a dream of the entire lifetime.
Yes.
So time you see is a projection of being. Being is there, it has unlimited time and space.
Yes.
So when we say that, okay, even awareness is not there in sleep, let's contemplate this. So because it will lead you to the discovery that this awareness is the unchanging eternal witness to all the states which are coming and going. So waking is coming, sleep is coming, dream is coming, all of this is coming and going in front of it, but you remain as the untouched one.
But the awareness also changes.
Awareness changes.
Yes. For example, in dream awareness is low. In waking state awareness is high.
It's just that When you're in the dream, you don't say, "Oh, my awareness is so low." It's only when you wake up, because whatever memories of it are seeming to thin out. That's why you say awareness was low.
No, in the dream also, sometimes.
What do you mean by awareness was low?
For example, I was dreaming. Suddenly, a master appeared before me, a very sacred master. And then in the awareness or the consciousness level raised in the dream
No, difference
itself.
between awareness and consciousness.
Okay, awareness. Let's talk about awareness. The awareness increased suddenly and everything looked more brighter, more
That is
light,
not
more
awareness.
alive.
That is not awareness.
Then
See,
I
it
do
is
not
just
know.
the appearance.
Then I do not know which awareness are you talking about.
Yes. So let's look at this. So there is awareness, and this awareness is aware of being or not. Without being anything projected externally, any world. Is there ever a time there's a world without the being? So being comes, the world comes. Sometimes when you're becoming sleepy, all that is happening, it seems like the world is fading. But does that mean awareness is low, or just that being is dissolving inside me as awareness?
I do not get which awareness are you talking about. The
Yes.
awareness of some object or the awareness of subject itself.
So let's clarify again. Can you stop being now?
No, it's the background.
Where is it? Background?
It's the background.
Background where?
Background means in the beingness everything happens.
Where is it now?
It's there.
Very good. So this, is it being itself which is aware of being? Or is being just being and you are seeing even being?
Please repeat your question.
Is being just being and you seeing it? Is it like this?
You means what?
You are saying that being is here.
Yes.
Yes. So don't become Advaita police. Because if you want to become Advaita police.
No, but I can't find out me.
Yes, that's what I'm showing you. The whole inquiry is about that. Okay. Who is aware of being if it is not you? I'm not saying what that you is. I'm asking whether you are aware of being or not.
It is there.
Yes. So what that means it is here means you are aware of it. Could you say it is here without you being aware of it? Now you're getting stuck in the words.
Obviously, I'm aware of it.
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
Obviously.
You're aware of it. So this awareness is here, which is aware of being. Are you this awareness or are you the being?
Am I the awareness of the being?
Yes.
How would I conclude that?
Don't conclude it. See. If it all becomes about just coming to a mental conclusion, we are not going to get anywhere.
Obviously, my mind don't do anything at all.
To say, can I stop being now? Did you have to use your mind? Did you rely on any thought? That's the meaning of using mind. No? You can say I used my mind because I came to a mental conclusion because this thought came and I gave it my belief. You check, can I stop being now? Clear. What thought was required?
These movements appear to be hindrance for it.
The movements are coming. What is it hindering?
There is rest in the beingness. I don't want to come from it.
So rest in the beingness. And then you say some energetic movement, something is coming, what, like thoughts and emotion, like that? What are the movements?
In the beingness, there is complete rest. I don't want
There's
to
rest.
analyze
Okay.
anything.
Okay, so what's the hindrance?
The hindrance is the body, the mind, everything
How?
is a hindrance.
How check? How tell me where it's touching the being, so it's hindering it?
It is withdrawing my attention.
Yes, but being is not stopping because of attention. So I said, can you stop being? Give your attention completely to some other object. Have you stopped being then?
Only when the currents are still down, the beingness can be revealed.
You tell me whether that's your experience. You say that being is seems to be what? Not here, it gets hindered, whatever concept it is, you tell me if it's true from your experience now.
Mind is a hindrance.
Being,
It keeps speaking.
yes, yes, but it's a hindrance to being.
It is not a hindrance for being. It can't stop me from being. But I want to rest there forever. I don't want to.
It's not a hindrance for being. That means you are there. It's just that your own forces, the forces of attention and belief, are they there when being is not there?
It's there. Like presentness, it's there. But so what? Should I keep checking? Should I keep checking all the time? And what's the point?
So who?
Checking.
So who? Being itself is asking, should I keep checking as I am being, or something else is asking? Or pure awareness is now asking. I keep checking everything. Who's asking? Remember I posted one song for you in your timeline when you asked me a
Oh,
question.
beingness is always there.
Who wants to know?
Let me reply or answer.
No, you stay with my question. We will have to rewind and start again. How is it hindering being?
When the attention moves from inside to
So
outside.
this was the contemplation. No. He said when being is not there, then are the forces of attention and belief there?
When the attention on beingness is not there, then being is always there. But when the attention is outside, not on the beingness, then
Deep sleep being is not there. So no forces of attention and belief also.
I have no cognition of this, so I can't talk about it.
So being is there, then you find that attention is there, belief is there, which leads to identity. Now your trouble is what? When attention goes to appearances.
Yes.
What trouble does it cause? Attention is going here now, attention can go
This
here.
trouble is like when someone is having a very good sleep and another one is go and joke him. It is like this trouble.
With attention
I
you
am
have
having
this
rest
trouble?
there. I am having rest there. But this
With
attention,
attention you are having this trouble? You sure? Can you check? Attention is going. Attention going here, attention going there, attention going here. Attention is causing the trouble? To open the locker for trouble, you need two keys. This attention alone will not do it. You also need the key of belief. You heard the ATM example? So ATM is anytime misery. Okay. The anytime misery machine is the mind. You say attention. So the ATM card is attention to mind card.
but why do you always talk about mind so negatively? It is not a tool. It is not a very good tool.
Okay, here's the example at least.
Without mind, no perception, no cognition would happen.
Yes,
It is
clearly.
using the mind, the play is happening. It is a very good tool. Identification with it is causing the problem.
Cognition, perception is happening because of mind. The bundle of thoughts is perceiving and cognizing. The person will fight like this.
No, you say only a psychological aspect of mind is mind. But I say the mind is
Which,
not only the
which
psychological
is the
aspect.
mind? According to you, what is the mind?
All the perception of senses happening, everything.
All perception is the mind. Attention is also mind.
Brain is also included in mind.
Attention is also mind. Belief is also mind.
No, it is deeper than that. I don't have
Mind
much
is
idea
deeper
about
or
it.
the attention is deeper? So because you proclaim that the mind is all of this, why do you, just yesterday in Satsang we were saying, for a long time nobody has said, why do you, because one day I called the mind an insect, one day I called it an ATM machine, I called it ATM and it triggered something for, oh mind, why is he insulting the mind so much? One day we call it stand-up comedian, one day we call it the fake interpreter, all of these labels we give to it. Who has a problem with it?
I do not have a problem with it. You can call it
It
whatever you
seemed
want.
like you did. Because otherwise it was all shanti, shanti, shanti. Why do you?
No, because my compassion includes everything, including the mind.
Oh,
Because
who's? Don't pick up the mind so fast. Even in this glorious way, I'm so compassionate. I'm compassionate for the mind also. Who?
it took centuries for the mind to develop into this state.
The mind is having a problem, or you are having a problem?
I don't know what I am.
So it is the mind itself that you are.
Mind is a tool.
Okay.
That is you to communicate
So
to
you
perceive.
say thousands of years it took. How do you know thousands of years it took? You were there thousands
I
of years?
heard from somewhere.
To hear what I'm saying now, forget about what you heard from somewhere. Because without this openness, we're just going to debate. I have zero interest in debate. You want to hang on to what you heard or you want to hear now? If you're going to say, I want freedom my way, then it is not freedom that you want. You want your way.
What is freedom?
You want freedom your way or are you willing to follow my way?
Without mind, I don't even know what is freedom.
So let's start with this. Without mind, I have none of these concepts. Any suffering is possible without these concepts?
I see this lump of mass energy that requires attention.
The mass of the lump of mass and energy, it requires attention from what? The lump of mass and energy or from you? Or is it the same thing? You say this lump of mass and energy requires my attention. So you're talking about the lump of mass and energy itself, which you're saying my attention or something else?
All I am saying is that in a complete state of annihilation, there is rest. So I don't want any of this.
But on the other hand, you say, but the mind is so precious, we took thousands of years to make it.
No, it was just like
Is there mind in the state of annihilation?
you can say anything you want against mind. I am not in favor of it.
You just said no, that why are you attacking the mind so much? It's such a nice tool, it's my best friend.
Yeah, because I see thing as it is. I don't label them as good as bad or bad.
Yes.
I think whatever consciousness has manifested has some reason, has some use. Whatever consciousness has manifested, God doesn't do anything for fun or for chance.
You can have 100 concepts and they will all mix up, but you will not sound like a sage.
I don't care whether it sounds like a sage or not.
You do care. You do care. Until you drop this caring about what you sound like, it will continue.
You say that you do care.
Yes.
And I say to you that these concepts of higher and lower, of master and disciple, all these things can only happen in the realm of reality, in the realm of people, in the realm of duality. And my whole purpose is to transcend the duality.
Yes, so do it now. Why you want to go back to, oh, the mind is like this and I am like this and duality is like this? I'm showing you that this, what you say, needs to be transcended. You transcended it in the sense that you never left this destination at all.
What about this world that I see around?
You want to transcend it or you want to see the world?
I want to live it. Transcend
What
it.
about it?
Hmm?
Then what about it? If you want to leave it, then give it no interest. You can't hold the world's hand. You want to break up with your girlfriend also and hold her hand also. How is it possible?
I don't have any interest to hold the hand. I am completely.
Yes, so don't give it your
go.
interest to the world. Then why does this question come? But what about the world?
Because I don't know how to.
But I'm showing you. So when you say, can you stop being? You came to this scene that no, being is here. There's no trouble. Then you say something becomes a hindrance. I said, show me how it becomes a hindrance. Let's pick our conversation from there.
understand.
Can you stop being now as clear?
Yes, I can't stop. It is there.
Then you said only trouble seems to be because this mind is a hindrance or the world is a hindrance. I said, even if you give it your attention, tell me how it's a hindrance.
How it is a hindrance to beingness.
Yes. That's what I was trying to explain to you, that there's another force you need to have to be troubled by it. Just by giving your attention to any appearance will not cause you trouble.
It's the same teaching. You are talking about acceptance. The same teaching.
See, this is what I was saying in the beginning of Satsang. I am saying ABC, you are saying XYZ, and you are saying I am saying XYZ. Just hear what I am saying. Don't label it, don't put a concept to it. All I said was, even if you give your attention to any appearance, show me how it can become a hindrance or cause any trouble. Give your attention to things, will cause trouble.
So if you ask me that, tell me whether there is any trouble in this present moment right now. There can't be any trouble in this present moment right now.
So I said, you discovered being is here. You said that, so it is very nice. And attention goes to the mind and world. I said, attention going to mind, attention going to world, show me how it causes trouble.
Right now,
So what you will discover is that just by attention, trouble is not possible. For a trouble, seeing trouble, you have to turn another key which is called belief. What is belief? What's belief?
things real which are
No, belief is just giving meaning to something. There's that this is meaningful for you. If you need to give meaning to something, you will want it to be.
so you say if I believe that this world does not exist, do not exist.
No, what did I say? I just said because you have this thing to jump forward. I'm just saying belief is the power to give meaning to something, which is appearing.
Then why not recording this? If I say that if I believe that this world does not exist, it still exists.
If I didn't say anything about the
By
world
my sheer believing that this world does not exist, it wants this to exist.
yeah, exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying belief. I'm just going to say that belief is your power to take it. If this thing is meaningful or not. Reality needs no belief. If God was dependent on a belief, then what kind of God is that?
Pardon?
Okay, so right now, what do you suggest me? What?
So, you see that, you saw this or not? That by attention alone, no trouble came.
Yes, I know the power of belief.
But you saw this that by attention alone, no trouble came.
Right now, there isn't any trouble. When the life gives trouble, then the
Yes. So
response,
even
mind
in those
response.
responses, you see whether attention alone causes trouble or does it need the second key of the locker also called belief. Okay, I'll give you simple example. Don't bring your attention to an orange. Whatever you do, don't bring your attention to an orange. The visuals of orange were fighting to come on. You don't believe you're an orange. Simple. What's the trouble? Yeah.
Trouble can never be found in the present moment.
Trouble can never be found in the present moment. So then where is it found?
The future.
And even if attention are going to thoughts about the future, does it cause trouble? That is what we've been contemplating.
It is not some projections required.
So you feel that some projection, for example,
For example, if I will walk a heavily crowded road, then I will get hit by a bus and I might fall dead. Then there is a projection that I should not go this, I should go this.
and but you just said some time ago that I know not who I am.
Yes,
So if I know not who I am, then who is the decision maker now?
that state of not knowing is not present in that disease
Oh,
state.
so then you know who you are in that state.
No, in that state I identify myself with the body.
So there is an I that identifies as the body. And the body is concerned about having accident.
There is not I, there is the awareness that identifies with the body.
Presume that that is true. So the body is concerned about having an accident.
Yes, the body mind organism.
The body mind organism is concerned. So body is this lump of whatever you called it. Mind is this bundle of thoughts. Where is the body mind organism?
At that time I am body mind organism at that time.
Okay, so again, body is this lump of flesh and blood. Mind is bundle of thoughts. So what is the body mind organism?
Right now.
Anytime. It's just a label, just like saying person, ego, nothing. It means nothing. I heard it from Ramesh Balsakar for many years. Doesn't matter. It's only a label. Just by calling it body mind organism, does it become something tangible?
It is tangible. I
Yeah.
can feel it.
This body you can feel. The
Yes.
mind
Mind is a little subtle.
and the organism, which is the body and the mind combined. The trouble is the organism, you see, because when you say organism, it makes it an entity.
The ego is an entity.
The ego is an entity.
false entity.
What do you mean false entity? Either it's an entity or it's not an entity.
Ego is a false entity, means when I identify myself with the mind, then it becomes ego, a false identity.
So it doesn't have any tangibility, even if you
No,
identify.
everything is not tangible. There are many subtle things. For example, like this word, there are many subtle words.
Okay, let's use the word phenomenon. Even if you identify, you cannot make a phenomenality out of ego.
Yes, when it is searched, then it vanishes. When its
Otherwise,
source is
it's
found.
otherwise it's phenomenal. Ego. In this level of phenomenality, there is no ego. I'll be happy to meet one.
Whenever you say this is the person talking, aren't you actually being one?
No. Well, when I say, so you want me to give you the longer version every time, is it? So it is the consciousness which is giving the power, the belief which it has to the thought which is coming and pretending to be the owner of that thought which is talking. That will be too long a satsang because half satsang will go and explaining it like that. So when I say it is the person talking, it is the consciousness pretending to be a person by giving belief to these thoughts which are personal and talking.
And is that consciousness different from this consciousness? Is it not one?
No, where are we on your question? You said ego exists phenomenally. I said show me where phenomenally it exists.
No, I said only that
It has some tangibility.
only with identification ego.
It has some tangibility. Ego comes means some tangibility, no, some phenomenal tangibility.
No, it is a subtle thing that when there is identification with the mind, then it forms the ego, a false identity.
Okay, so are you open to looking at this concept?
Yes.
So it's a concept here. So I'm saying that even if you give your belief, give all your attention, give all your belief, no ego is getting created.
Yes, when its source is seeked or found, then it is found that it does not
I'm
exist.
saying even for those who have not come to satsang and they're believing every thought, giving attention to this, there is no phenomenal ego that is being created. Even for those who are not seeking, searching, inquiry, nothing, they don't know about any of this. Then we find those egos.
So you say that ego does not exist.
And phenomenally it does not.
And phenomenally does this world exist?
Phenomenally this world exists.
But the ego does not exist.
Yes. That's why I call it the second level delusion. The person is just a concept even in the level of atoms and molecules. Even at the level of thoughts. It still does not exist.
Would you agree that thoughts exist?
Yes. Thoughts are phenomena.
Yes.
The forces of attention and belief are phenomena.
Yes.
But still the person is not phenomena.
But the level of ego that we often call is nothing but just a bundle of thought given identity to it. No? Ramana Maharshi himself explained it.
Mind is a bundle of thoughts. When combined with your attention and belief, you feel that there is a sense of separation. This sense of separation is called the ego. It does not have a phenomenal existence.
Can I ask about that, Father, please?
Show me. Can someone show me the ego phenomenally?
I was wondering if I could ask about that. Can you hear me?
Something?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
Oh, I was wanting to ask you about the ego
Yes.
being
phenomenal. First of all, it's really lovely to be here. Thank you so much. The thoughts being phenomenal and the physical being phenomenal, and this arising of the phenomenon, could it be said that the thought or the idea of person is also phenomenal, in as it is just arising in this?
Yes, yes. Yes,
Is it
but the
possible?
point I'm making is that the thought of separation is coming, which is energetic construct. The body is here, which is another energetic construct. So I'm not debating that. I'm saying the sense of separation is not even phenomenal. The ego is not even phenomenal in this way, where we can say it's an energetic construct.
Yes, yes.
Because very quickly we can fall into this trap of saying, okay, when I give my attention and belief to something, the person appears, as if a phenomenal entity is appearing and now speaking. Nothing is happening. Consciousness is still consciousness, energy is appearing and disappearing. The person never appears. It's only the sense, which is why I say second level of delusion. The sense of separation, which I say ego.
The sense of I is equal.
The sense of I is not phenomenal.
That also is perceived. No?
The sense of I is not phenomenally perceived.
I perceive thought.
Thought is energy construct perceived.
Yes.
Where is the person? Ego.
But the sense of I is also perceived. No?
The sense of I is an imagined construct.
Thought.
It's not even energetic construct. Look at this. Okay, let's see this. This is good. Because you also say this means we must look at it more. So thought comes. I am person. Okay, suppose. Thought is saying I am the person. So I'm not arguing that this thought is not an energetic construct. You see? This thought is an energetic construct. By giving belief to it, is there something energetic being created? He said that the sense of personhood arises because we give our attention and belief to a thought. Identification comes.
Yes.
So is this sense of person an energetic construct?
So I mean, I feel it's also.
It's nothing at all.
It's a thought.
Okay, so what do you mean by
No, the
phenomenality?
thought is what came to pull your attention and your belief. After giving it, was there something which stayed as an energetic construct here? It's a very good exploration. Because that's why I say the ego actually never exists, even phenomenally. If it did exist, then we would have trouble.
But in the moments of death, some people's skull cracks and whatever, something leaves them. So is that not the jiva or the person?
You mean the jiva being what? Consciousness.
The jiva is the person. Is that whole?
When you say the person, what do you mean exactly? Because here definition confusion is coming, I'm sure. Because the way I use person is to say ego. The imagined one, the whatever we say, the non-existent one.
In her sense, person means the life force
The prana, you're talking about prana. Prana, she knows well. So
that exists even after the body dies.
we're speaking about that.
No, but something that
The I in the casual form.
that came into being with
Prana,
not the birth of the body.
prana.
So it's not the person at all.
No, are you speaking of prana or what else comes into the body?
No, this whole whatever this what you mean by jiva is being.
Being is not in the body,
Being is jiva.
but it's not in the body.
It's not in it. So I don't know how they're
It's okay. Stay with your experience. Forget about they and that. Stay with your experience.
So by the person I meant, I mean that whatever that entity who
The
has
sense that I am, is that what you're speaking about?
no, but the entity who has gone through that, say 60 years or 70 years or whatever, you said there is no evidence of its existence. So what I was asking you is that in the moments of death of some yogis or whatever, there is a skull cracking and something is definitely seen to leave the body.
It's like
So
there are these forces of Kundalini or Prana, all these forces can be there. But it's not that the being is leaving the body. So these forces can play. So the presence of being, the universe appears. It's not that the first the universe appears, the body appears, he was saying brain appears, and then being comes. It's not like this. Some even have this concept that there is a brain somewhere first, and then there is the body formed around the brain, and then in the body there is this birth of being. No, first I am, then this world of duality, me and the other. Always me first. This concept can be very prevalent, that there is a being inside this body. Because when the sense of presence is felt, some will feel in the heart area, some will feel in the head area, here. Okay? So therefore this confusion can come, being is living inside over there. We ask a surgeon to come and open and find, let's take out this being. Cannot find. It's at a different, it's not in this universe of atom, molecules, time and space. It's the light of this universe. On the ego,
The question is always same.
question is still the same, which is
Always same. In the presence of enlightened or awakened beings, it is quietened or still down. The question is always same. Isn't there a way of transcending the duality for a second?
way to transcend duality without accepting. Okay, you don't transcend anything. So if I give you a free pass, I can write it, sign it and do it. You don't transcend anything. Serious. Because you are that. What do you want to
I
transcend?
am what? That means what?
It's a whole discussion which we have. It's pure awareness untouched by the content of whatever state is
Yes,
appearing in
yes.
front of you.
You say that awareness can be aware of itself.
Are you aware now? Only non-phenomenal experiencing is awareness being aware of itself. But weak mind can accept it. Only the rare one.
Okay, what is the way? What is the most suitable thing for me right now?
You forget about transcending. Tell me what is here right now. Without worrying about any self-image or what your concepts you've learned right
This desire of transcending,
now. Where is it?
it is not from the mind. It is from very coming from some deep core. I cannot live it. It is always there. It is
How
the
do you know the desire for transcending? Does it say I'm the desire
no.
for transcending?
I have just put it in words and it constricted its meaning.
So don't put it in words.
You could
There's a
say
deep longing for something.
yes.
Don't label it. Longing is there, yes. I'm not doubting. This mind is saying there's a desire for transcending.
Yeah,
Just
I
a
put it
label.
in words to communicate.
Without this longing, you would not be in satsang, so you don't have to share that. Without longing, satsang is torture. It's torture. कौन आएगा सत्संग में सुनने को? It's pure torture. This
Yes,
longing
but
is
you are
there.
saying to leave it also, isn't it?
Yes, leave the label about it. This desire, I have to transcend something. Is
Yeah,
what you do.
even if I leave the label, it is there.
So what is it doing?
In front of you, it is doing nothing
And otherwise,
because of your presence.
but otherwise, what is it doing? This longing is there. Don't label it. Then what is it doing?
It is like a burning fire
Yes.
that always keeps on burning.
Yes.
Then the entire world seems meaningless. Nothing
Good.
seems to have any meaning in
Okay.
it.
Yeah. So all this fire is doing. What do you have to do? Is the fire saying you have to transcend? No. It says burning also, burning. Doing everything. Don't label
No
it.
inquiry required.
Yes, no inquiry.
How do I flow with the life?
Allow life to flow. Okay, we haven't done this for a long time. Saturday, no today. Tomorrow, no work.
For you, I'm always away.
So tomorrow, let's say that you decide that nothing will happen, which is my decision. So keep the decision maker aside. And then Monday or whenever, tomorrow evening, you send me a message saying, did some activities happen through the body or no? Don't come to conclusion now. I know your mind will want to jump and say, I know this is what's going to happen.
You are saying to keep the decision maker aside.
You said, how will I run my life? I said, let life run itself. And let tomorrow, Sunday, be an experiment with no office also. And to see whether life will run itself or you are running it. So you don't run your life tomorrow. See if life runs itself. Which means what? Okay. It means you don't decide to get up from bed. Start like that. I don't decide. Tell me whether you spend the whole day in bed hungry. Because this way, with this experimentation, the sense that there's a personal doer here will dissolve. Without doership, this ego cannot last.
How can there be action without my participation?
Test it, no? Don't take my word for it. You come back and say, Ananta, you don't know anything. You're talking rubbish. Nothing happened. I decided not to do anything and I was just lying in bed all day. Willing to experiment on. You said for you, I'm always available. So make yourself available for this experiment also.
I'm willing to do as many times as you ask, but I have done it already many times.
What was your conclusion? That no action happens without your participation. That's your conclusion.
My conclusion is that for any movement to happen, there must be some investment in identity.
So you try whether this is true or not. There's something which is resisting this, which is what? I already know.
Think, don't you wake up as the person who has decided not to make any
Okay, so
you've still woken up with that decision.
Yes. So one day you wake up like that, no? Instead of every day waking up and saying, what do I do next? Today you say nothing to do. And see if nothing happens.
okay, so if I walk out from this apartment, Which way do I go? Turn or right?
Yes.
Without
Don't
mind, how
decide.
will I know it?
Don't decide. Then tell me from there.
Then
If you're
I-
stuck there, you call me. I'll give you my
Yes,
number.
yes. It happens that I am standing there for even minutes and hours without knowing where to go. It happens many times.
Yes.
That if I don't use the mind, I don't know where to go.
It never happened with me.
Yeah, it may be possible for different cases, but for me, if I leave the identity, if I leave the mind, then I don't know where to go. I want to stand there forever.
That's good then. See, you're presuming that that becomes a problem. If you're saying that in that, standing at the intersection, there's this longing to just be there for a long time, what's the trouble then? You're presuming the outcome should be left or right, you see.
I am not presuming. I have experimented that for the
And you were standing
preservation of this body, some future projections is needed. I've experimented it. You say
Not-
stand there. I have stand there for minutes,
No,
say for
because
hours.
that also became a standing there. Don't even stand there. You know what I'm saying? Don't even stand there. Don't stand there and not stand there. Just be neutral to whatever is appearing. Pure fiction. Pure fiction that I am the thinker of my thought and the doer of my action.
In your daily life, you observe sometimes that things happen just unconsciously.
Yes.
It's like driving the car.
Yes. Your hand right now is moving on its
From
own.
one place going to another place.
Exactly.
How I have come, what are things I have observed.
Yes.
You see that it is not there at all.
Yes.
There is absolutely no memory. It's like that.
Exactly.
So,
Everything is moving on its own. The mind comes and says, you did this, you should have done this, you did not do this. It's just post facto reporting.
No, for that mind was also used. For example, he said that if I am driving, then sometimes happens that it is happening. For example, if I write now, then I don't have to struggle write ABCD.
Okay.
But there was a time when mind was learning how to write ABCD. Then there was a struggle. There was the investment.
Okay. So,
Right?
you say that it is because of my thought that action is happening. Basically, that's what you're saying.
I'm saying for any action to happen, there needs to be a purpose.
There
Or
needs to
there
be a
needs
purpose.
to be a
Purpose
motive
means
for the action to happen.
thought or no thought?
Both can be happening.
Both can happen. Because you said that its mind and action are correlated.
No, sometimes no thought is also happens accidentally.
That's what I'm saying. You said mind is required for action. Mind means what? Thought, no?
Yes, it is.
So then how does action happen without thought, without mind?
Sometimes they play it is in such a way.
Therefore, it's not a prerequisite. At least that much we can agree.
I cannot conclude anything.
I know. You yourself are saying sometimes there is thought, sometimes there is no thought, and action happens and action doesn't happen. So how can you not conclude that sometimes action happens without mind?
I think I'm confused about that, so I can't say.
Contemplate. Tomorrow we
My
contemplate.
suggestion is like inquiry should be guided. You have to follow the steps and follow the way it is told, and then see whether it is false or not. If you go like this, going on putting your thoughts, there's no end to this. It's going like round, confusing everybody. Because
Is it
has
confusing
to-
everybody? No, I feel
No, I
some
mean-
lot of doubts would have got clarified.
What I feel is that he again goes back to his old position, and
It's only
not
first
going to
section.
end. It should be a guided inquiry. You follow when an experiment is done. You follow the steps of the experiment. See whether the result came or not.
If you want me to keep quiet, just say it,
No, I'm
and
not
I will
saying
never
no.
say a word.
Not like that. I mean, an
Whatever I feel
experiment,
honest here, whatever I feel the resistance and things need to be cleared out,
No,
I am
but
speaking
first-
from the master.
First, you must repeat the experiment.
I
As it
have
is told.
repeated the experience for 1,000 times.
You do it with
I do it every
This is
day.
I'll help you do. We'll see together. We'll do together and see the exploration. You have to do it along with him once. then say whether you have a doubt. First, you must follow what he says step by step. I feel like that.
Haven't I right now? Didn't I right now?
Guided you.
It's okay. So what we can do is that input is very much appreciated, but I know for a fact that grace has to move the way grace has to move. And many times we've had these same conversations. You and I have had these conversations. About worship to many times, isn't it?
Very tough.
If any time you feel that I am arguing or irritating, just say it and I will never bother.
I have no conclusion like that, and I have no hesitation also. Like I told you also, I'm not interested in any debate at all.
Neither do I. I genuinely want to find a truth. That's all.
So then, now you said I genuinely want to find the truth. Tell me, left, right, whatever the mind is saying, tell me what is here right now. It's here right now.
My presence is so powerful that I cannot identify or conclude anything.
So presence is here. Presence is here. Body is here.
Yes.
Body is here. Then some other thought will come.
Yes.
Thought is here. Some emotion can come. That is there. Now the presence is here. Being is here. Now just see whether you are aware of all of this or not.
I can't find my location.
Yes, but we didn't ask for location. We'll come to the location. We just said, are you aware of all of this appearance or not?
Yes.
So all these appearances can be there, yet there's an awareness of these appearances. Now, you already say that I cannot find my location, yet awareness is here. Can you, although you can't find the location, can you find any distance between yourself and awareness? Can't find any distance. Is there anywhere where awareness is but you are not? Where awareness is but you are not.
It is still local. It is concentrated here. Why it is not there?
So the question was, all these appearances are coming. The external world constantly changing, internal world constantly changing. There is an awareness of all of this. Okay, let's make it simpler. Is this awareness touched by any appearance? No, it's untouched by any appearance. So, let's first ask, does it seem like you're closer to this awareness or to the appearance?
Closer to the appearance or to the awareness.
Yes. Does it feel like the appearance is in front of me? Or does it feel like Awareness also has some distance from you, more distance from you.
No, awareness is more intimate.
Now, this is good, so stay there. Stay there. Awareness is more intimate. How intimate? How intimate?
I am because it is.
I am. When you say this, I am, what it is? It's okay, don't go to the mind. Check.
What about the consciousness of the body?
What is your conclusion to what you just checked? You saw that all these appearances are there, and awareness seemed more intimate. So I said, how intimate?
It is the background in which everything is happening.
Now you hand it over to a visual. Again, check. What you see. Don't tell me what you think or feel. What you see. What you see.
The body consciousness is present. Thoughts are
Isn't that
moving.
it's seen as appearance or not?
Yes.
So there is awareness. And you said awareness is untouched by any appearance. So even the presence of consciousness is awareness touched by it.
But this seeing requires the attention. and these appearances withdraws the attention.
Helping you. No? Attention is not going to this inquiry now. Is awareness affected even by the presence of being?
Is awareness affected by the presence of being? I think all of this is happening in it.
How do you see? Being is here. Is awareness touched? Is it affected in any way?
Is it affected in what sense?
Anyway, touched by it makes any difference to awareness? The presence or absence of being make any difference to awareness?
I see being and awareness as one. Why I'm saying
You see, being is. So when I say, can you stop being? You are aware of the presence of being. So this awareness, which is aware of the presence of being, is it same? So if I were to use a different name, say we don't say awareness, say seeing. There is a seeing of this being.
but I call this being the space in which all these appearances happening. So for me there is no difference between beingness or the awareness.
So being is the presence or not?
Yes.
Being is the presence. And who is aware of this presence? Because when you say presence would mean that also in other states there's an absence. Absence and presence.
I don't I think all of this is also imagination.
Is it effortful imagination? Are you making effort to be?
Not to be, there is no effort, but to move the attention inward in the beginnings, there is attention.
But we just said about being. Is it effortless or not?
Yes.
Being is effortless. What did that tell you? Being is just here. It's being. Who is aware? You know.
Even to respond to you, mind is needed.
Don't respond. Just see. Not interested in the answer. Just that you see.
Did I say anything in that nothing exists, neither you exist nor I exist?
There's something have to be transcended. Nothing exists, you or I. What needs to be transcended?
There it is complete rest.
This there is always here. This there is always here.
The effect of Maya is so powerful that without the company of Blessed One, I again just get lost again into the duality.
So don't leave. Where is the Blessed One?
But there is physical limitation which compel me to live.
Where is the Blessed One? The presence that you're feeling is your own being. It's just that here you're allowing yourself to be in your presence. It's your own being. I'm not doing anything to you.
So the possibility exists even without the help of master.
Stay with where you are now. We'll discuss all those possibilities this time. Right now you are here.
How could after testing this one will move in the world? Huh? Say, how could after testing it one will move in the world?
Tasting this, how will the moving happen? Let the moving happen or not happen. The being that is concerned about the movement, stay with this being. Are you willing to give up your life for freedom? Yes or no?
If freedom is just another name for that, then yes.
So it's that. So then don't be concerned about life. Leave all your concerns about life here.
Still, it is feel like I am maintaining it is not spontaneous.
So it feels like I'm maintaining it, you maintain it for some time. Is it hard work?
It is the most amazing work. But after a time, again
So,
comes the question how long I have to do this.
so like this, if it feels like it is some effort, initially it will feel like it is effort, and it will seem like work to be away from this energetic flow of thoughts and giving them belief. So let it feel like effort initially. Very soon, the next satsang when we meet in person, you will be saying that actually this seems more natural. Going after these thoughts with attention and belief seems like more work. Feel like effort right now to put this heavy bag down, let it be effort.
Go back to my usual place. And the mind exerts its power again without with your absence and your absence.
Yes, but then also you can ask yourself, can I stop being now? You will taste the presence of this being. It is not possible that you ask yourself openly like this and being is not there, no matter what the external situation is.
Okay, okay.
You're always welcome. Anytime you want to come, you come. We have, the schedule for the weekly satsang also. Whenever time permits, whenever you have a break, just come.
During the moment Satsang you can also do.
Yes, yes, that's what I said. No? Or maybe I didn't communicate that properly. During the time that online satsang is on, you're very welcome to come. Because the mind might try to play this trick on you that, oh, what happens when I leave? You don't leave. What is speaking through his mouth is your own being, your own presence. Don't leave that. Then we see whether it becomes effortless or it still seems like work. You look at all those things.
You used to different terms like being,
Yeah.
consciousness,
Yeah.
awareness, supreme awareness.
Okay. Yes, yes. Being, consciousness, sense I am, Atma, God. I use all those interchangeably. Being, sense I am, presence, consciousness, Atma, God. I use all these interchangeably.
All are one.
I use them interchangeably. You can have different definitions, but we can clarify. Usually, before we start a conversation, I clarify definition because too many fights can happen about definitions. Seeing, witnessing, awareness. What else? These three usually I use as awareness. Huh? Absolute, pure, whatever. The absolute, the self is awareness. So, presence of being also I am aware of. Being is not aware of me. I am aware of being.
Being means I am entity. Is it like that?
It's just this which you perceive when I say, can you stop being? What is it that says no? How do you see? When I say, can you stop being? You feel that the sense I am is here. No, I am. How can I stop this I amness being? But you are aware of this being. Being is not aware of you. If you check like this, you will see. I am aware of being. So it is not being which is aware of.
And you told the being is not in dream state. So in dream state.
Being is not in sleep state.
Sleep state.
It is there in dream state. Because being is the light of the universe. It is the light of consciousness which projects this world of time and space. And dream also there is time, there is space. In sleep state there is only awareness, not being. So there is no phenomena to report. All phenomena comes from being. First you say I am, then for you the world is. There is never a world without you. So in deep sleep state, you know the sleep is there. There is nothing to report. There is no body, there is no phenomena, nothing that you can use to report also. But if you go to sleep, and you wake up, you say I went to sleep and I woke up. But there was no sense of being also in sleep state. So even this consciousness, unconsciousness, you are aware of it. That's why you can say, I can go to sleep, I can wake up. I was sleeping, then waking happened, or waking state came.
So I am
You are the
aware
constant.
throughout.
Yes, you are the constant awareness itself. So there is no entity which owns this awareness. There is no witness which owns the witnessing. It is the witnessing itself. That's why I say that you are closer to a noun than you are closer to a verb than you are to a noun. And that the mind cannot fathom. But how I cannot be an entity.
in spite of being aware and recognizing that I am awareness, yet the world and its situation, it's tough. We get caught in it. And
Yes,
the
yes.
emotions come and all that.
But this is not awareness's voice.
No.
So that is what is called level confusion. You started by saying that I am aware that I am awareness itself.
Yeah.
Then you put the person hat on and said the world causes trouble. But is awareness saying the world is causing trouble?
No, awareness will not say that. But this identity, it's so tough it is to pull out of that
Where is it tough?
feelings, with the emotions that go with the story.
Yes. So first, can we agree that in spite of being fully identified or not identified, awareness remains untouched?
Yeah, but for that I have to pull out.
No. Even if you're pulled in and identified, is awareness touched?
Awareness can, I mean, theoretically it can.
No, not theoretically.
Practically only can get touched, but at that moment of identification,
It is what? What happens to it?
Pull out of that,
No. In the moment of identification, what happens to awareness?
it is the awareness, the strength is in that one than in this awareness.
Really?
Most of the energy has gone there, and here
Awareness needs energy?
awareness doesn't need anything. That I know. I get sucked into the situation.
Who?
Who means this?
So can we first agree? I'll tell you how not to get
Definition
sucked.
is not strong.
But can we first agree that irrespective of identity or not, nothing is happening to you as awareness?
Yeah.
Oh. Now what you want?
The situation, I'm not able to overcome a situation.
So that I've given you. Don't believe your next thought.
Yeah, that also is right. I agree with 100%, and don't believe in next thought. Yes, I said, again and again it comes in.
Then you inquire that. That also I've told you. That if
Yeah,
don't believe your
powerful.
next thought is not working on a particular thought, it seems to be deeply rooted, then you use that for the inquiry and say who is suffering from this thought, or who is this identity which is being spoken to by this thought.
I did that in and that I did all this.
Yes.
Yeah, see, look at this, so much of identity, so much of attachment.
No, that's like judging.
Yeah.
I'm saying where is this one who's getting affected by this thought? We find this one. It doesn't help to say so much. That's just counterproductive. The identity itself is saying so much identity. See like this. It is not being which is saying so much identity. It is the identity itself. See, you are stuck. The seeker identity is saying, see, still so much identity is here.
Yes.
It's the seeker identity only.
Yes.
So instead of that, you say, okay, which thought is coming? That I get sucked into situations.
Yes.
And use that. Who is it that gets stuck into situations? Can I find this one?
I'm not able to discriminate that point.
Okay, so when you ask, you sometimes believe I get sucked into a situation. So when you inquire and say, who is the I that gets sucked into a situation, what is the answer?
Emotional life. I thought I can see emotion. If that power, that emotion is very powerful. The charge.
Emotion is there.
Very powerful. That
Without believing a thought about the emotion, no emotion causes any trouble. I'm not going to support you. Don't worry.
No, no, I'm
I know, I'm just fooling you.
whatever. At that point when I'm doing the inquiry, okay, palpitation is coming, all that is happening.
Palpitation also no
Exactly,
problem
the
without believing
body.
a thought.
Huh?
The label palpitation is also a thought.
It's I'm perceiving it.
Something is happening,
Okay,
vibrating.
so this feeling
Then
is happening, this body, this palpitation is happening, tension is happening, everything. And then I'm watching, I'm observing all
yes.
that. So now then I say, what is this? Why this? And that whatever situation or thought that created that feeling. And then I'm noticing. Up to this
No,
point,
don't resist the feeling. Don't try to get rid of it.
okay, I watch it. But then next, I'm
You
not
have
able
no
to
option
pull
but to
out.
watch it because the watching is happening on its own.
Okay, yes. But at least I pulled out to see. Okay, now
Pulled
this.
out means you're not giving belief to your thoughts. Is there any other meaning of pulled out? Or you forcibly like pulled your attention and kept it somewhere else in the presence, or which pulled out are you talking about? Are you leaving attention free, or are you trying to focus your attention on something?
I'm just trying to recall my situation. It was an incident that happened in the
Because
morning.
these subtle things, no,
Yes.
can become like small things which you need to pick up and throw. Because when you say pulled out, it could mean two things. For me, pulled out would mean that I just withdrew my belief, attention was free to go wherever it wanted. But for many others, pulled out means that I pulled my attention and kept it on my breath, or brought it to some mantra, or kept it in the beach.
I just started looking at what's happening. Why am I reacting like this? So I'm looking at the reaction. So I'm just being.
So attention was going to the movement, but no belief was being
in the
given.
situation which created the reaction, and just watching. And then I'm seeing why this reaction is occurring is the next question I ask myself. This is
No,
how I
that
look at.
smells a little bit of trying to fix it.
Yes, you're right. Yes, because I don't like this reaction that is happening.
This without believing a thought, you cannot not like it. Because what is happening is some emotion is coming, and the emotion is not saying I'm good, bad, nothing. See, it is the thought which is labeling it and saying this should not be there, or I want more of this. Either can be. If it's joy, bliss, whatever, the mind will say yes, more. If it is something which seems to be contracting, the mind says no, this should not be there for you. So the trouble is still this guy only, not this.
So the judgment is going on.
Yeah.
Like this reaction that is coming is because of an attachment to it, and an identity that either the teacher identity or the worker identity or daughter identity, whatever one identity is coming, and because of it, this reaction is coming. Because of that.
Okay, that's not bad to see like
Then
that,
next,
but instead of labeling like that and saying okay, that means you're still identified. Instead of that, you say okay, this persistent thought is there, so let me inquire. Who is the one who is suffering because of this thought or this emotion? Resist the temptation to label and to label yourself as something else. I'm still identified, I'm free. All these labels are not needed.
so after coming to this point, what you asked.
So when some emotion is there, you believe some thought about it, is it that I am identified still? Is it that the thought you believe? So find out who is identified.
What I sense of I, which is
What
got
is this I?
identified
Who
with
am I?
that.
So this leads, okay, so if I comes, then it's led you to Bhagwan's question. Who am I?
It's just a mechanical. I'm just conscious. Just goes.
But who? To whom are these thoughts appearing? If it's just intellectual, then you're saying that these just thoughts, consciousness, awareness, they're coming as thoughts. To who are these thoughts appearing? The thought could be anything. You see, the inquiry cannot stop over there. You ask, who am I? The mind will obviously try and bring you some answer. So, the next step to the inquiry is the answer is coming. You say, okay, to whom are these thoughts appearing?
That also I've done.
And then,
And then I know, yeah, I'm this awareness.
that's another thought. To whom is this thought appearing?
I really drop even the words. I really drop
Yeah.
words and I and everything and just watch. But that is not helping me.
Who? Okay, now I'm only going to say who. And whatever you ask, I have to say who.
Oh God. But
And we started by saying that you are untouched by any of this play.
yes. But at that moment I feel like
Who?
and this I is the mind. This is the mind. But how this is nothing is not dropping.
Drop now. It's enough.
And everything going is fine, I'm aware and beautiful.
Drop now.
This moment, yeah, everything I can drop and be aware.
Drop now.
Yeah. Here I am. Even in my own situation, I am. But when that problem comes, there is no escape from it.
Whenever this awareness comes that something is troubling me, drop now. Before this feeling comes that something is happening, nothing can be done anyway, right? The sense of choice only comes that, okay, this suffering, something is happening. Then you drop. What does drop? Don't believe your next thought.
And that too momentary. It's too momentary. It's that dropping occur. Yeah. See, you're observing it. So don't pick it up. Leave it. I tell myself.
No,
mommy, at
momentary
that
means
moment
you're
I
still
drop
trying to
it.
fix the situation. I didn't say the outcome will change. So if you do it with that expectation, then again you're doing it as a person.
You're back in the realm of devotion.
Yes, again pretending to be a person.
Right, we started.
Yeah. Because the person wants to use it as a band-aid. No? Ego says, Acha, I discovered something great, don't believe your next thought, whatever problem comes, stick it off. It will solve it. It doesn't work like that.
The more means, the more I recognize myself. I expect
Yeah.
that
Because you
that
will
the
stop.
other
You
thing-
recognize the problem right there. You recognize that I expect, that is the problem.
I expect or I've been told, Muji said that the rest will drop away. Identities will drop away. It's not dropping away.
Because you expect. The one who's expecting is the identity. How will identity drop away if you expect?
That is still persisting.
Don't expect. So you, I can say directly like this, don't expect.
I think that is still that is remaining as that small little bit that can again.
Yes, because it's presuming the person again. Anything which presumes you to be a person is identity. Don't be anything. All of you are still here and awake. Don't be anything. It's too much work to be something. It's too tiring, too effortful. Are you okay? Please.
Is none of the bodily functions
Yeah.
need our interference. It's on its own.
Yes.
You are not doing anything for that.
Yes.
We eat, then gets digested. All these
Exactly.
things are happening.
Exactly. Exactly. So the supreme intelligence which can function all of this, internal universe and external universe. That supreme intelligence, we don't trust that to run our life. We trust this little monkey in our head. Now do this. So very, it's beautiful to see, no? So much intelligence has gone into the design of this body. So many functions, so much beauty, and externally also, so many forces at work, which you just take for granted. Gravitation equals this. E is equal to mc square, the speed of light is this constant. So who decided all these things? Which physicist is asking who decided the speed of light is this constant? We're just happy right now at reporting. This is how it is. But we are not saying, so how does this function like this? Why is speed of light constant? What is this space-time continuum? Who designed it? We know, okay, space-time continuum, it bends and it does all of that. We are happy to report. But we never think there must be some supreme intelligence that designed all of this like this. Not a committee of people that got together and said, who's evolving generation to generation? Who created DNA and molecules and atoms? So if this force is here, what are we talking about our bills and our relationships? Man has not been able to replicate the beauty of a flower. So not so much. Did we? Can you just check if there's a plate? Do we have a naming ceremony? के साथ कमला कमला एक प्लेट दे दो. Both of them to come. If they're here.
Sorry, Father, we didn't hear you because Atma muted you by mistake.
Okay. I said Andrew, Sudhir have asked for names. So we would like them to be in the hangout if possible. So if you can make space for two of them to come. Let's check whether Andrew is there. Subir, I see. So Subir can come, and also if Andrew is there, he can come. Yes?
Both being and ego are both non-phenomenal. What we can say about being, anytime that it's a presence, but the ego, anytime you check, is an absence.
Yeah. So when you say being and ego are both non-phenomenal, my definition of phenomenal is that the presence of which can be perceived. So the presence of being can be perceived. So I say that being is the primal phenomenon. That with which all.
Perceived by who?
By you.
You're not being confrontational.
No, I know.
When you ask me to show you being.
Not to show you, but you can see for yourself on it. Yes, that is perceived.
But somebody who, a child or somebody who does not understand your question
Yes.
and is not able
He is
to
also being.
respond. Yes, but he so how do I know whether he's perceiving or not? So
It's never about anybody else. It's only about you. You can never testify to another being. All you know, these are all characters in the dream. Are they being separately? Huh? You must check, can I stop being? And this presence of being is perceived by. So that's why I say this is the primal phenomena from which all other phenomena come. Ego, on the other hand, is like darkness. Does it have any phenomenal reality? No. When light is there, there is no darkness. You find that nothing was there.
when you were not checking, it seemed like
It
something
seemed like it's a
was
great
present,
scene. Yeah.
but it
That
never
never existed.
has been.
Yes. That's why I say it's not phenomenal.
And similarly, emotions, feelings, they are also, know,
No, but at least for emotion, yes, exactly. Let's see.
so
You
no
can taste them.
other.
You can taste them. And this is joy. You can taste them. Maybe Sumer can come and listen to the name. Yeah, okay. Are they there? Subir is here. Very good. Very happy, very happy. Some of you are new, so again, let me share a little bit about the naming and how why we have this naming, because there can be a lot of concepts about names, and a lot of, especially families and close relationships, have trouble with this concept of name. So that's why I like to share a little bit, and maybe if some of them are open, they can also see the recording and maybe understand it a little bit. So there comes a time for some of us. It's not a prerequisite, it doesn't mean anything in terms of the love that you have for the master, in terms of spiritual progress, none of those things. But for many, it might come like this, that even the label the world uses to address me, even that label, let it be an utterance from my master's mouth. So very beautifully this feeling can come. If it comes, it comes. It's very good. I'm not giving anything to your mind. Don't give it saying why it's not coming from me. It doesn't mean anything. If it comes very beautifully, then there's a sense here that when it's a sincere request, I feel it must be honored. It must be honored. And we don't even worry too much about energetically whether it helps and all of that. We can keep that aside. Just know that it's a request from love, just like a child, and it is honored by the master the same love. So that's how it actually comes, this request. So today we have Sukhbir and Andrew who made this request. And they've been waiting for quite a while actually, because we've not had in-person satsang for quite some time. I'm very happy that today we have this opportunity to present the new names to them. We'll start with Sukhbir because Sukhbir is here. So Sumer here will be helping us with your naming, my dear. And what to say about Sukhbir? Just that he has the hand of the Sadguru. He's holding the hand of the Sadguru. And when he speaks from that presence, I don't mind sitting at his feet. When he speaks from that presence, I don't mind sitting at his feet. So clearly the presence of the Sadguru is very much shining through this beautiful being. And for this beautiful one, I feel I have a very beautiful name to present to him today. And the name I offer you today, my dear, is Omkar. Omkar is the primordial sound Om, another name for consciousness, God, Atma, being. And may this name Omkar vibrate through the entire universe, just like Om itself. And may all who are touched by your presence feel the presence of this being, which is your own heart. Do you accept this name, my dear? May it bring all auspiciousness into your life, into the life of your loved ones, and to everyone in this world. We'll do a small ceremony now. Now, take the old identities, please, burn it at the feet of the Master. All the events, grievances, memories, may they be all surrendered at the feet of the Sadguru. May you hold none of that in your heart. May you be free from the identity of Supreme. Also, this new identity also, whatever is appearing, may it be accepted as the will of the Sadguru himself and be surrendered at the feet of the Master. So even this new identity goes into the fire. From this day on, at least in the Sangha, you will be known as Omkar. Jai Omkar.
Jai Omkar. Jai Omkar.
Jai Omkar.
Jai Omkar.
Jai Omkar.
My love and blessings to you, my dear. And Andrew is here or no? He missed the appointment today. Okay. We'll meet him next
Yes,
time.
I'm here.
Oh, he's here. Where is he?
My first time here in Hangouts. I'm a little lost.
But you're not Andrew. Fernando, no?
Yes.
Very welcome. Very happy to have you here.
I'm very happy to be here, Father. Thank you.
Thank you all of us. Hopefully, you played on card. You play on card. Even a virtual hug from here. So while we chant Om Namah Shivaya, position and then take it around to everyone. Jai Omkar.
Jai Omkar. Jai Omkar. Om Namah
Jai Omkar.
Jai Omkar. Jai Omkar. Jai Omkar ji.
Jai Omkar ji. Congratulations, Jai Omkar. Jai Omkar. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Om Shiva Shiva. I always say I must not sing. If when a song comes, I just can't help myself. But you must all help me with the song. Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Govinda Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Govinda Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Keshava Krishna, Madhava Krishna, Keshava Krishna, Madhava Krishna, Govinda Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Govinda Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Govinda Govinda Radhe Govinda Keshava Krishna Madhava Krishna Keshava Krishna Madhava Krishna Govinda Govinda Radhe Govinda 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 Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda 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 Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda 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 Radhe Govinda Keshava Krishna Madhava Krishna Keshava Krishna Madhava Krishna Govinda Govinda Radhe Govinda 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 Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda 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 Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda 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 Radhe Govinda Keshava Krishna Madhava Krishna Keshava Krishna Madhava Krishna Govinda Govinda Radhe Govinda 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 Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda 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 Radhe Govinda 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 Radhe Govinda Keshava Krishna Madhava Krishna Keshava Krishna Madhava Krishna Govinda Govinda Radhe Govinda 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 Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda 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 Radhe Govinda 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 Radhe Govinda Keshava Krishna Madhava Krishna Keshava Krishna Madhava Krishna Govinda Govinda Radhe Govinda 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 Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda 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 Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe Radha will sing or?
Your song. That was so sweet.
Good. You can sit down. Is it visible? Move the cursor.
In my
See.
Shivoham, Shivoham, Shiva Swarup, Shivoham, Shivoham, Shiva Swarup, Nityoham, Shuddhoham, Buddhoham, Muktoham, Nityoham, Shuddhoham, Buddhoham, Muktoham, Shivoham, Shivoham, Shiva Swarup, Advaitamananda Rupam Arupam Advaitamananda Rupam Arupam Brahmoham, Brahmoham, Brahma Swarup, Chidoham, Chidoham, Satchidanand, Shivoham, Shivoham, Shiva Swarup,
There more to it? There more?
What? I'm sorry, what's that?
Akhil Vishwaka
Amara Amara. It's a long song. You want to sing?
You know the word? Yeah. She can sing also along.
Amare Atma Satchidanand Shivoham, 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 Akhila Vishwa ka jo परमात्मा है सभी प्राणियों का वही आत्मा है, वही आत्मा सच्चिदानंद है। शिवोहम 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 शिवोहम। जिसे शस्त्र काटे नागनी जलाए, गलाए ना पानी न मृत्यु मिटाए, वही आत्मा सच्चिदानंद में। शिवोहम 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 शिवोहम। वही ज्ञान अर्जुन को हरि ने सुनाया, वही ज्ञान वेदों ने ऋषियों ने पाया, वही आत्मा सच्चिदानंद है। शिवोहम 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 शिवोहम। है तारों सितारों में प्रकाश जिसका, है चांद और सूरज में आभास जिसका, वही आत्मा सच्चिदानंद है। शिवोहम 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 शिवोहम।
When are you back?
I'm back for the next 10%. I get back.
All my love, all my pranams to the feet of my father.
So sorry.
Yeah.
Oh. You could see resistance coming. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's very good that it's coming, actually.
You're carrying me with you in your heart.
So I still miss you.
Yeah. That's why I said, carrying me with you in your heart. You find me at my master's feet anyway. I've not looked at any chat today. I hope all of you will forgive me for that. I love you all so very much. Jai Omkar. Thank you all so very much for being in Satsang today. Sadhguru Shri Modi Ji ki Jai. Jai.
Thank you, Father. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, my dear. You all so much.
Love you so much.
Love you too. So much love to all of you on YouTube. Thank you for persisting so long. Very happy you're here.